So, hi, this is ShamanWeaver Shiela Baker, and I'm here with my buddy Ray. And Ray,
Yes, ma'am.
it's springtime.
No.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I know it. That's why I'm all
springy and
springy right
everything.
here. Yeah, I thought it'd be a fresh flower for everyone.
I wish I could do that.
I can show you later.
It's Beltane, right?
It is.
That's what
Very
we're gonna
good.
do,
Nice
Beltane,
job.
yeah.
So, we're bringing this to you for Beltane. Now, Beltane was an ancient fertility rite in the Celtic tradition and the wheel of the year, midway between spring equinox and summer solstice. So we're here where it's time to plant seeds. And not only did they plant seeds like in the ground, but they also planted seeds of fertility
Within each other?
With each other, absolutely. So the king used to come out of the castle and make his forays.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
And the babies that came years later.
Oh, well, not that long, but
Well, depends.
9 months.
Yeah, that's true, but it's almost 9 months. It'll be the next. All right, you're right.
Okay. Okay,
Sure.
now that I'm right about that, let's see what else we can be right about. So, between now, Beltane, and summer solstice, there's some really interesting things going on, right? And is there a way that we can approach those? That eclipses, I hear. And is there a way that we can approach these to get, I call them blessings, the blessing of lessons. So,
Well, in the general picture of things, there is a great transformation that is underway, and that is hardly needs any explanation. You have global warming, you have climate change, you have resistance, you have all this kind of stuff. So what does it mean to you personally? Does that mean your life is worthless now because the earth is going to be ravaged? No. 10 million years after that, the earth comes back with a new species of life. So we got to get over it, folks. We ain't the best thing that ever happened to Swiss cheese or sliced toast or whatever the hell is really called. So you got a couple eclipses coming up, and they're coming up in the Cancer Capricorn range of things. The first one, July 2nd, it's in the Scorpio part of Cancer, and the whole idea of Cancer is to have the ability to feel what is really happening. And Scorpio part of it says, yeah, can we really get at that? Can we really get into how we feel about what is going on? And in case we miss it, there's a Capricorn eclipse of the moon on the 16th of July, which turns around and says, did you get it yet?
oh, so these two things coming up after summer solstice on the 20th of June. But right now, are there things that we can do to prepare for that?
Well, the thing about eclipses is by the time they happen, everything they were talking about or relating to has already happened. So by the time you get to the yeah,
Okay, so listen up, people.
it's time.
Yeah.
It's
so what's
Plus-
the call to action?
Well, the call to action is look around and see how the world is under reconstruction or deconstruction, if you want to be negative about it, and prepare yourself to be able to continue giving support to your community, to your friends, and to yourself. And yeah, get fertile. Get fertile with a new way of living.
So that requires planting some seeds in advance, and it seems like now is really the appropriate time to do that.
Yeah, well, one of those seeds is what we're doing. This whole conversation is a seed. Put it in the minds of
education.
people. And
Yeah, bring it out.
Let it develop. It's really time.
Between now and the time that we approach summer solstice on the 20th, what kind of real action steps can we take? Or is it self-searching? Is it looking outside of ourselves for reading material, bringing it in, using that? I mean, what will serve us all best?
First of all, it's a personal revolution.
Ah.
To see your life in relationship to the planet in a new light where you're responsible for everything that you do, not them or they.
Yeah.
This is me, this is what I am doing. Why? Because we're all one being, we're one species, we're humanity, and we're screwing up the planet. So person at a time, stop hurting your home. Just start with that.
And I think there's a credo, do what you will, but ye harm none. And so that personal thing is be considerate. You know, I've been talking a lot to Miss Anita Lorraine Smith and about consideration and thoughtfulness and how it is that you bring that. What does that exactly mean? Now, my parents were really diligent about this. So it taught me to be considerate out there first before here. So that was a kind of flip around. Now, what I think is really important is be considerate here first and quickly out there, because our fellow beings, they respond to us energetically. So we're in a place where we're wanting something that you've got, or you're in my road, and we're not considerate of taking our foot off the accelerator and letting them merge. So even just that little piece of consideration when you're driving means that actually you're considering yourself first, because you're not causing yourself all that stress for, you know, I've got to get there those 3 seconds earlier than that person right there.
When 3.5% of the population awakens to what is necessary, change will happen. So this driving example that you gave, you have something like 8.5 billion people on the planet, 4 billion of which drive cars. If 250 million of them do what you say, we win.
Presto bango. So it's like, feels like that's like 1 in 4. I don't know if that's right, but I'm not doing
That's
the math.
25%.
I'm not
that's
doing
pretty
the
good.
math. But why don't you be the one who is considerate of others, like giving them a little leeway to get in, or bringing somebody coffee when you come in the morning if you're in that environment. That will switch it up.
Well, the phrase, you be the one, is the key, because you are the one. We are one with the cosmos.
You're the only one.
There, it's it. It's on our plate. Let's have dinner.
So what I'd like to leave you with then is that this influence that we have to be able to use these 2 powerful eclipses that are coming is at first internalize, how do I be kind to myself? And then as soon as you figure out one thing about yourself, do that. Because as you care for yourself, that assuaging of your own stressy energy will also allow you to gift to others just your own peace, first of all. And then, you know what comes from peace is bliss. Because when you're peaceful, you have the ability to receive more. The more we receive, the more we give. And so, do you have anything else that you want to give?
Well, the more you give, the more you receive. It's sort of like a Mobius strip. You can't tell the difference between giving and receiving at a certain point. It's all just so blissful.
It's all the infinity sign.
Yeah.
Yeah. So be infinite. Don't be limited. Don't let anything limit you. And we'll put a link somewhere for Ray's beautiful, amazing work, because you do astrology charts, right?
I do astrology work, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's how we met.
That is how we
That
met.
is how we met. So if you want to hook up with somebody like him,
Or her.
yeah, connect with us. Bliss, everybody. Bye-bye.